Hello everyone, and at long last I have some news for you. I had a meeting with Hayden on Friday. I'm afraid it's not very good news. We were hoping to have the tools finished by now, but things have slipped fairly seriously behind, and in fairness to Hayden, it wasn't actually until pretty much towards the end of last week that they had more of a concrete picture of exactly what's going on. We are suffering, I'm afraid, from the fact that they're all extremely busy. Hayden have had projects, obviously, that they had to complete before they could start on the Plinth work, and there have been some spanners involved in that project. The customer came back for modifications and wanted various changes, all of which they had to do. And also that's been compounded by the fact that the external contractors, the tool designer and the CNC programmers, they're all very, very busy at the moment. They've got a very heavy workload, and they just haven't managed to get round to starting our jobs as and when they should have done. There's nothing I can do about it. There's very little that Hayden could have done about it. In fairness to them, I think they're as frustrated as I am, and I'm sure you are. However, we are where we are. They are on the case. The tool design on the second tool is now complete, so the programming for the CNC cutting can start now. That should be ready in a week or so, and the tool designer is now working on the last of the three tools. So they estimate that unfortunately we've effectively lost about 6 weeks in total. The second tool, well, the first tool should be ready in about 2 weeks' time. That's proceeding according to plan, and that's that's going well, and should be ready for trialling in about 2 weeks' time. The second tool should be ready in about 4 weeks' time, and the final tool about 2 weeks after that. So we're looking at 6 weeks from now, I'm afraid, and I'm very, very sorry to bring you this news. It's not what I had hoped at all. In fact, I hoped we would be consistently ahead of schedule right the way through this process. As you know, I ordered the tool as soon as I was confident we were going to hit the target on the Kickstarter project. I actually ordered the tool, so I was hoping we were going to be ahead rather than behind. But we are where we are, and there's very little option but to, just for all of us to get behind it and get us to the end goal as quickly as we can, which we are all doing. So I'll be in touch again in about 2 weeks' time when we get to trial the first of the tools, and obviously I'll let you see where we get to with that one. We are looking at a delivery for the last two tools around the end of July. We need to allow a week or so, or maybe even 2 weeks, to mould and test and maybe make some small modifications to the tools before they're completely finished. And then it will take a further week to actually mould all of your plinths. So realistically, I think we're looking at shipping sometime in the middle of August. But as I say, when I see them in a couple of weeks' time to trial this first tool, then I'll bring you a more concrete update then. Okay, I'm very sorry about this. I am doing the best that I can. We have to just basically work with the resources that we have, I'm afraid. However, rest assured I'm on the case, and I'll be back with you as soon as I can. Okay? Very best wishes to all of you, and I'll be in touch in a couple of weeks. Thanks now. Bye-bye.